From Bermuda Broadcasting, this is ZBM TV9 News.
Good evening, everyone. It's Thursday, May the 4th, 2017. I'm Diane Brewer, and thank you for joining us tonight. 300 construction jobs with 80% filled by Bermudians promised as government officials and the developers of the St. Regis Hotel breaks ground today in St. George's. As Jasmine Patterson tells us in this report, the long-awaited project is set to be up and running by 2020.
Construction of the luxury 122-room St. Regis Hotel and condominium property officially began in St. George's, which will feature a casino, 18-hole golf course, spa, and shared access with Fort St. Catherine Beach. Tourism Minister Michael Fay said this marked a tourism renaissance for the island.
After decades of decreased economic activity here in the East End, this government is proud to incentivize projects that finally bring St. Georgeans much-needed relief. In fact, together with the cruise ships that will be in position in St. George's Harbor over the next few years, and with more cruise ship passengers brought in by tender from the West End, we expect all of this to add significantly to the commercial and employment life of this part of the island. And for our neighbors in the East End, it's about time. I walk through this very area almost every week, annoyed at the fact that there was an abandoned hotel on the hill and developments that had been promised but not delivered. This time, it is truly different.
Premier Michael Dunkley also welcoming a new revenue stream to the Old Town.
There's no doubt it will. I think you referred to fourth quarter stats last year. So I will say that they are a bit outdated. The world changes very quickly and rapidly, and we believe that in this year, in 2017, it's a breakthrough year, as I said in my comments. We've got the airport construction, now we have this, and I know that employers are going to be searching high and low for Bermudians to get involved. So, Jasmine, I take this opportunity this afternoon as we stand at the east end of the island to appeal to people to come forward, get back involved in hospitality industry, take whatever steps are required to put yourself in a position to take those jobs.
Meanwhile, Opposition Tourism Minister Jamal Simmons commented on the latest statistics on jobs held by Bermudians in the hospitality industry.
Even though we are not the government, even though we are in opposition, we are supportive of positive things that get our people back to work. And when you had last year overall 2.9% drop in employment in tourism jobs, Bermudians lost jobs last year. These things have to happen. They have to come online and get our people back to work.
So you're quite optimistic through this ceremony today?
Well, I just think that what I would like to see, I think that what has to happen, that hasn't really been done a good job of so far, is keeping the people of St. George's involved. As you look around the crowd, there are business people from St. George's, but it's not the average people who have been wanting this project, who stand to benefit from the potential opportunities and jobs. I would have liked to have seen them more included.
Jasmine Patterson reporting for Bermuda Broadcasting News.
In other news, the opposition Progressive Labour Party today making further preparations for the upcoming soon-to-be-announced general election. Opposition and party leader David Burt announcing that he has revised his shadow cabinet, commenting that his party is a team of diverse talent, and as a part of the PLP's election readiness, it's important that they bring fresh perspective and renewed energy to holding the OBA government to account. Tarai Trott looked at the list of the new shadow cabinet members and tells us the size is much larger than before.
And gain government support.
David Burt remains party leader and now the spokesperson for finance and technology.
This report, if it is true.
Walter Ruban remains deputy leader and shadow minister for public works. Long-standing MP Dennis Lister is House leader and PLP spokesperson for environment and energy policy. Lovita Fogo is opposition whip and shadow minister for government reform. Meantime, Senator Renee Ming is Senate leader and shadow minister for municipalities. Walton Brown Jr. remains spokesperson for Home Affairs. Derek Burgess is now spokesperson for seniors. Elsewhere, MP Rolf Comisiong is back in the shadow cabinet as spokesperson for labor and workforce development. Zane De Silva is also back in the shadow cabinet as spokesperson for public safety. Senator Tanae Furbert represents disability affairs. Wayne Furbert for transport. Diala Rabain is the spokesperson for education. Lauren Scott represents community and culture. Elsewhere, lawyer Michael Scott is shadow minister for justice. Jamal Simmons for tourism and entrepreneurship. Neville Tyrrell represents sports. Michael Weeks for social development and drug policy reform. MP Kim Wilson is the health spokesperson. And Senator Kim Wilkerson speaks for the PLP on economic development. Tarai Trott reporting for Bermuda Broadcasting News.
And Mr. Byrd is on record telling Gary Moreno that it is his understanding that the premier will call an election before Cup match. Elsewhere, to no surprise today, the PLP unveiled former MP Kim Swan as their choice to run in St. George's West at the next election. In 2012, OBA MP Nandy Atterbridge won the seat by 4 votes against Mr. Swan, who ran as an independent candidate, and then PLP candidate Renee Ming. Party leader David Byrd, speaking on Mr. Swan's candidacy, called St. George's the birthplace for Bermuda politics. Mr. Swan pledged to the people of St. George's West that their issues will not fall to the back burner should they choose him.
I also give thanks to my wife, Cindy, and our children who are unable to be here today. And notwithstanding that my political journey has took a long time to bring me to the PLP, it would be remiss of me if I didn't acknowledge persons who have long encouraged me to join the PLP. We will address the restoration of St. George's Golf Course. I came to this community many, many years ago, and to many residents in St. George's, that golf course remains an eyesore. Coastal erosion right here in Mallet Bay is an issue for many. We pledge to have a look at it and see how we can do that along with beautifying this very area. The PLP team for St. George's is committed and dedicated and passionate about our community, and we offer ourselves to serve. The hour has come for us to lock arms and walk step and step, leader. Lock arms and walk step and step on behalf of those marginalized in this unfortunate 2 Bermudas that exist in this country.
You can count on us. Save $3 on juicy red seedless watermelons, only $15.99 each. Big savings of $2 on sirloin pork chops, only $2.99 per pound. The best quality ingredients, Yoplait yogurt, only 99 cents for a 6-ounce tub. Chef Boyardee microwavable meal, 7.5-ounce tub, only $1.79. Save 80 cents on Kool-Aid drink mix, 19-ounce tub, just $4.99. Visit our website at www.marketplace.bm for more weekly specials.
You can count on us. If you're looking for extra savings and free benefits
with car insurance
and home insurance,
Colonial has just the cover you need.
There's a free $250 gift voucher for new home insurance customers too, and 10% car insurance discount if you have home insurance.
With a claim service that's quick and friendly,
we call it Cover Without Added Costs.
Call for a quote on 296-3700 or visit cgigroup.com.
Colonial, where people come first.
From sunup to sundown, a dedicated team of highly skilled workers using state-of-the-art technology quietly work to keep Bermuda moving. Bermuda's national and commercial institutions and its people rely on goods imported through Polaris from across the globe. Over 30,000 containers are unloaded each year, representing everyday goods, groceries, vehicles, and so much more. Polaris Holding Company is the powerhouse group behind Bermuda's docks, with interests in heavy equipment and real estate. Polaris is quietly powering Bermuda.
Be watching on Monday, May 15th for the 108th Pre-Applebee Bermuda Half Marathon Derby Special. One thing is certain, new champions will be crowned as the race comes out of the East End for only the second time in 39 years. Last year's winners Lamont Marshall and Ashley Eswanick have opted not to compete. Several key runners are absent this year, but we will be speaking with the new favorites. That's the Pre-Applebee Bermuda Half Marathon Derby Special, Monday, May 15th at 8 p.m. on ZFB TV 7.
Welcome back. A gaming symposium highlights shortcomings in Bermuda's casino gaming initiative as experts describe the process as backward-looking. But as Gary Moreno tells us, the chairman of the local gaming commission calls it a sham.
You can count on us. Save $3.
The event was put on by the opposition Progressive Labour Party as a means of generating discussion on the issue of gaming in general and problem gaming in particular, and how it might be prevented. Among the speakers, Jamie Lee and Jason Seelig, President and Vice President of Banyan Gaming, and who between them boast some 50 years' experience in the gaming industry. Mr. Seelig suggesting local gaming could turn into, as he says, a great industry, but the question is what the ultimate objective is.
When we started coming to Bermuda 3 years ago and talking about gaming, the way it was explained was that we want to create an industry, where Bermuda's people get jobs and work and, advance themselves into larger management positions, right? And be able to fuel some of the needs of Bermuda, whether it be schools or churches or, whatever the needs are, to create revenue that can go to those needs.
To that end, Mr. Seelig suggests a big-time gaming casino may not be the way to go.
What you guys are now fighting is whether or not it's going to be someone's going to come here and build a giant casino, or whether it's going to be a boutique industry. And, that question isn't really a question, because you have a certain number of people here and you have a certain number of people that come here. People that are going to spend money to build big properties are going to base it on the numbers. And the numbers don't justify someone coming here and building a mega resort on this island.
Jamie Lee, who is in charge of operations at Banyan Gaming, feels the local gaming commission should avoid cash transactions if it wants to minimize or altogether avoid problem gaming and the threat of money laundering by using a cashless system, which he feels is the way forward.
You have the luxury of actually creating the regulations and a system that is more real-time, more intuitive, that you can actually check on real leads for problem gaming, while the person's there, because I have to check in to fund my account. That's when the flag comes up. It's not like, is that so-and-so? Doesn't that person owe some child support? Hang on, the person's left. He's going to go to another casino down the road that might not be so vigilant.
Alan Dunch, chairman of the Bermuda Casino Gaming Commission, though, questions the real purpose of that forum put on by the PLP.
Why are you talking to the regulators? We will look at any application for a casino license in the fullness of time when it comes, and if part of that application includes using a cashless system to monitor and control the casino operation, that's just fine. That's just fine. But the person you have to sell the product to is not the Gaming Commission, it's the operator of the casino. So I'm a little confused, frankly, as to what the real purpose of this session was.
Gary Moreno, reporting for the Bermuda Broadcasting News.
In other news, the ACBDA and Yoshi Productions have pulled out all the stops and employed Bermuda's top entertainers for the America's Cup. Here's Mike Sharp with details.
The world will experience a truly Bermuda-full opening ceremony to the 35th America's Cup on May 26. One of Bermuda's greatest musical legends, Gene Steed, and a host of other local entertainers will be center stage on the first night.
I was surprised to hear from David Durham that they would like me to be the person that opens the ceremonies. Because Bermuda has really gone dead as far as entertainment goes. I'm hoping this will start it all over again, because we have a lot of entertainers. Nobody's working. We don't have the places we used to have to work at. But maybe this will start something, and I'm very proud to be a part of it.
Well-loved local comedian and entertainer Nadanja Bailey and Emmy Award-winning producer and voice of Bermuda tourism Glenn Jones have been named the two MCs for the month-long event. Nadanja describes his role that will be seen by millions.
I'm under the impression that whenever there's entertainment, then it's my job to make sure that, I'm there to introduce the different acts, have some conversation with the sailors before they go out, when they come back. There's also going to be different vendors around as well. So at different times, there will be a camera following me, because I'm going to be doing some crazy stuff. So the people watching at home that's not going to make it to the event, which is unfortunate for them, they'll get to see a lot of this stuff when the camera's following me. Which is, I have free range to do what I want to do somewhat, so I'm looking forward to that side of it.
And I'm Mike Sharp with Bermuda Broadcasting News.
And Mike will have more for us on the entertainment for the America's Cup tomorrow night. And turning to weather news, another beautiful sunny day for our Friday. Here's the latest from AccuWeather headquarters.
AccuWeather is presented by BF&M Insurance Group. We now go to AccuWeather headquarters.
Well, we had a gorgeous day today, maybe a shower or two, but
Other than that, it was pretty beautiful out there, and that will continue tomorrow because we do have high pressure in place, and that is going to keep things pretty mild and calm around here. Maybe a brief passing sprinkle tomorrow. Other than that, lots of sunshine. That's all going to change, though, on Saturday. The first half of the day on Saturday is going to be gorgeous. The second half, well, we have a cold front moving through, and with that, we're going to see rain and even a thunderstorm. That will last through Sunday. But for today, everything is beautiful. 75 degrees across the island, humidity 72%. Looking at the winds out of the southwest from 6 to 10 knots, water temperature a warm 74 degrees. And the waves, well, they're calm inside the reef and outside only 2 to 4 feet. So a great day to be out there on the boats or even in the ocean swimming. Tonight, partly cloudy, 70 degrees for the overnight low. Tomorrow, a gorgeous day, lots of sunshine. Maybe just a few clouds passing through, breezy in the afternoon with a high of 77 degrees. Looking at our tide times, well, the first high tide is going to be on Friday at 5:11 in the morning. The second one at 5:43 p.m. also on Friday. If you're here on vacation and you're heading back home, well, we have a couple other forecasts to tell you about. Toronto, it's a rainy day, 50 degrees. Same story for New York, Boston, Atlanta. Atlanta is seeing some thunderstorms, 54 degrees. Miami as well, 87 degrees. We could see some delays at these airports because of this weather. Keep that in mind if you're traveling. London, partly cloudy skies, but dry. Taking a look a little bit closer to the islands, Jamaica, 88 degrees with showers. Barbados, Trinidad, a steamy 93 degrees with rain for everyone. Looking at the 5-day forecast, well, here is our wet day. So for the first half, it's going to be nice. The second half, that rain moves in. Thunderstorms will be rumbling throughout the night, but it will dry out by Monday. We could see some leftover showers on Monday, also on Tuesday, but for the most part, it's going to be a pretty nice day for the beginning of the work week. 77 degrees for the high on Monday. Tuesday, a high of 75 degrees. To stay informed on your news and your weather, tune into Ocean 89, Power 95, and Inspire 105.
AccuWeather was presented by BF&M Insurance Group.
Oh, hey guys.
We want you back, Linda.
Look, we just don't need to count you anymore. Our new Certa Perfect Sleeper helps solve 5 common sleep problems.
We can change.
Can you support us as much as our Perfect Sleeper?
No.
Then I'm sorry.
Wait, is Jerry around?
He is sleeping.
I think she's coming around.
Stop counting sheep to get to sleep. Discover the perfect mattress for you at Bermuda's largest sleep center. Big Savings Zone, Southside, St. David's.
The Brooklyn Tabernacle Drama Company, along with the Cornerstone Drama Ministry, presents the comedy stage production No Excuses. Some days nothing seems to go right. Held at Ruth Seton James Auditorium on Saturday, May 6th and Sunday, May 7th at 7 p.m. It's hilarious and carries a powerful message behind the humor for the whole family. The discounted ticket cost of $40 can be purchased online right now at ptix.pm or by phone at 295-9640. Visit PTix today for tickets to No Excuses.
Hasco Home can help you create the kitchen of your dream. We handle everything from purchase through installation. Our sister company, Hasco Construction, has skilled carpenters, tilers, masons, electricians, and project managers who make everything so easy for you. From a simple renovation to an elaborate construction project, we invite you to visit our Hasco Home showroom in Southampton to see everything we have to offer.
It'll be the biggest television event in Bermuda ever. And as the America's Cup official host broadcaster, we'll be taking viewers very close to the action. The races will be thrilling and the social buzz electrifying. With all eyes on Bermuda, this is an opportunity like no other to showcase your brand. Thousands of people will pour into the dockyard, and we'll be broadcasting from the heart of the America's Cup event village with live interviews, contests, and entertainment. Tens of thousands of people at home, on boats, and in social settings will watch our coverage presented in beautiful high definition. Movers and shakers from across the globe will be on island and tuned in to Bermuda Broadcasting. you can grab prime TV and radio spots during and around the races. We'll further boost your exposure via website ads, social media, and high-profile branding.
In terms of marketing your product, brand, or service, this is Bermuda's Super Bowl moment. Welcome aboard.
Be sure to watch a very special edition of Up Close with Colin Thompson, featuring Bermuda's English County cricketer, Delray Rawlins, Wednesday, May 10th on ZFB TV7, beginning at 8 p.m. Watch as the exciting Sussex all-rounder offers insight into his budding career and meteoric rise to first-class cricket. This and more on a very special edition of Up Close with Colin Thompson, Wednesday, May 10th on ZFB TV7, beginning at 8 p.m. Sponsored by New Day Organics, exclusive distributors of Hydrate Alkaline Water, PG Sports, Paradise Air Charters, Lindo's Group of Companies, Robin Hood Pub and Restaurant, and Dennis Wainwright and Family.
Now here's the latest from the sports desk.
Yesterday, we reported that the English Football Association will introduce a sin bin test next season. President of the Bermuda Football Association, Mark Reid, shared his thoughts on the test.
Well, it's very interesting. We actually had another brief discussion about it when Marco Van Basten, who is the technical committee at FIFA, also discussed it at a recent meeting that we had. And it's interesting because I can see the benefits, and I can see how it could possibly curb some of the bad behavior that we see both locally and internationally. Players rushing the referee and bumping the referee, all these sorts of things. Possibly this could preempt some of that behavior.
The Bermuda Football Association's Referees Committee recently concluded their FIFA training course. Talisha Anton, the FIFA fitness instructor, gave an update on the overall course.
Basically, we went through both theory and practical sessions. So one of the things that we thought that was important to them is understanding training principle. Like in anything in life, they're principles. The same thing with training, understanding how we should progress, how we should be specific to what we're doing, to the demands of the game, etc. And also the training categories, understanding the components of fitness, the agility, the coordination, the speed, high intensity, the low intensity, having that aerobic base before you can go on to do anything that is very strenuous for the body, etc.
Kamal Levrock and his Cardiff MCCU teammates defeated Cambridge MCCU in their Bucks one-day match by 140 runs. Cambridge won the toss and decided to field. Cardiff, at one point, were 22 for 4, went on to make 199 for 9 in their allotted 50 overs. A 143-run fifth-wicket partnership between J.L. Lawler and A. Milton saw them move into a respectable position. Lawler was the top scorer with 72, while Milton added 64. Levrock scored 4. In reply, Cambridge were in trouble from the start and never recovered as they were bowled out for 59. Only one player made it into double figures, and that was Bowers, who scored 30 not out. Neil Brand was the pick of the Cardiff bowlers with figures of 6 overs, 5 for 18. Levrock did not bowl. Harrington Sound Primary won the Bermuda School Sports Federation's Primary School Boys Super 8 cricket tournament after defeating Salters Grammar School in the final at the National Sports Center yesterday. Harrington Sound batted first and scored 60 for 3. Isaiah O'Brien led the champions with 24 runs before having to retire after making the limit of 20 runs. Jonah Trott added 17. Salters started their innings aggressively, and after 4 overs, they were 35 runs on the board and looked on course to reach their total. Harrington Sound final 3 bowlers of Trott, Keon Webb, and Sebastian Medeiros bowled tight, allowing only 10 further runs. Cooper Maguire led Salters with 21 runs. Harrington Sound had to chase 63 runs put up by St. David's Primary in their semi-final. Harrington Sound reached their target with an over to spare. Salters reached the final after scoring 80 runs in their semi-final against Elliott Primary, who could only manage 59.
23 boats went to the start line for race day 2 of the 2017 Wednesday night sailing series that begins and ends in the Hamilton Harbor. Crossfire crossed the line first with a time of 48.44, and with the correct time of 53.27, saw them finish 5th on the night. Nasty Medicine was the second boat to cross the line. They clocked a time of 51.12. Their correct time of 55.51 saw them finish 10th on the night. The third boat to cross the line on the night was Smokin'. They clocked a time of 53.27, and with the correct time of 49.25 saw them finish first for the night. Air Force, with the corrected time of 50.23, saw them finish second after crossing the line in a time of 53.44. Mayhem was third with a corrected time of 50.58, and Man of War rounded out the top 5, and they finished fourth with a time of 52.21. Patrick Nisbet competed in an international horse jumping event in Beijing, China, competing in the 1.50-meter World Cup Table A, one round with the jump-off class. Nisbet and A. Termai finished 13th. The pair recorded a time of 78.95, but they had 4 penalty fault points. Harbor Swim Club, the largest and oldest swim club in Bermuda, announced a new partnership with Dalwood Middle School to promote swimming in the community and to give new swimmers the chance to train in a club environment. Harbor continues its growth of both social and competitive swimmers in the 2017-18 season and will add further swimming and coach sessions. Trial for new members will be held on Friday, May 12th. Interested swimmers should contact Ali Harvey at acam@logic.bm for further information. Members of the Seaview Gym headed off to the Florida Grand Prix bodybuilding show. Representing Bermuda are Chaz Harvey, Sunder Singh, Alexa Lightbourne, Arlene Baisden, Sam Dale, Ross Caesar, Paul Simons, and Shakir Richards. The males will compete on Saturday, May 6th, with the females competing on Sunday, May 7th. I'm Earl Baisden with Bermuda Broadcasting Sports.
Open 9 to 7, Monday to Saturday, on 41 Victoria Street in Hamilton. For your home appliance and hardware needs, Sears, washers and dryers, refrigerators and freezers, gas ovens and electric ranges, a large array of Craftsman tools and accessories, lawn and garden tools, fitness equipment, outdoor furniture, barbecue grills, and much, much more. Open 9 to 7, Monday to Saturday. Sears, bringing Bermuda the best variety at everyday low prices.
You'll probably recognize this as they've been sent to every household in Bermuda ahead of an island-wide campaign on May 13th and 14th, which hopes to have us sparkling in time for the America's Cup. What are we talking about? Well, Gary Foster-Skelton explains.
Foiling downwind and the great sound with the beautiful pastel colors of Bermuda behind them.
With Bermuda just a matter of days away from hosting our biggest international sporting event ever, the Springtime Spruce Up has never before carried such national importance.
We are going to have all eyes on Bermuda. 1 billion people predicted to be watching on TV, on the internet, on satellite, thousands of visitors. This is our opportunity to really shine. We want to show off our island paradise.
And Keep Bermuda Beautiful's Clean Up for the Cup weekend on May 13th and 14th is a chance for everyone to play their part, says Executive Director Anne Hyde.
Just choose one action. If you were going to paint, if you were going to plant a flower bed, if you were going to clean up your street, do it now during the month of May.
The idea for the campaign came from Lynn Ann Sharp Bolton as she thought about a way all Bermudians could contribute to the America's Cup. And from what Corey Powell, president of Renew, tells us, it does appear that many in the community are determined our island should look its best.
We're busy every day doing tanks, full house washdowns, doing patios, walkways, pools.
And a lot of restorations, foolproof this week.
So grab your bag on the weekend of May 13th and 14th and hit your street, local park, or any nearby spot in need of some TLC. You can even work up a little healthy rivalry.
Come on, parish councils, neighborhood watch groups. If you're in a specific area and you want to promote your parish and have a little parish pride, this is an opportunity to have a little friendly competition. I know it's Mother's Day weekend. This is Mother Earth. This is our Mother Island. Let's treat her well, too. It only takes an hour to do a little action.
Find out more at kbb.bm, and also Bermuda Broadcasting is throwing its weight behind clean-up efforts ahead of the America's Cup. Special advertising packages are available, and for more information, contact our sales team at 705-0879.
And that's our newscast for tonight. I'm Diane Brewer. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Good night.